This is Indigo Kelly with soulsearchingwithindigokelly.com. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Why should you incorporate it into your everyday life? And how is it going to help you to be more stress-free and just to be happier in general? So let's go ahead and get started. My definition of mindfulness is to really just be aware of the moment, okay? Just really being present in every exact moment, no matter what the moment is, to be present and to not judge that moment, like saying this is a good moment or a bad moment, and to just really notice the details of that moment. For instance, let's say you are out on a walk. And a lot of times what our brain tends to do is when we're doing something like walking or, just going through day-to-day routine things in life, or even really enjoyable things like playing with your children or, spending time with loved ones, what tends to happen is our mind tends to wander to things that we need to worry about in the future. Like, what am I going to do when I get home today? Like, I need to make a to-do list in my mind. Like, I need to do the dishes. I need to make sure that I wash my hair. I need to make sure that I get the laundry done. I need to mop the floors. That's what our mind tends to do when we are in a particular moment where our mind isn't just going. When we have a moment that's like calm like that, our mind just keeps going and we start thinking about things that we need to do. And in some instances, our mind starts thinking about things from the past, like reliving things from the past, whether it be, things that you regret or things that you could have done better. A lot of times our mind just wanders. Instead of really being present in the exact moment that you're in, our mind tends to want to be busy and thinking about something else or thinking about doing something else. Mindfulness would be, like we were saying, if you were on a walk, instead of making a to-do list in your head of what needs to be done when you get home, mindfulness would be like really taking time to notice the flowers on your walk, or watching the cars go by, or listening to the dogs bark, or listening to the birds sing. Just really being present in that moment and focusing your attention and only focusing your attention in that moment on those details at that time, okay? Push the other things out of your mind. By being present in every single moment, in that moment only, it is really possible for you as a person to really rediscover a sense of peace and happiness in your life. When you are constantly, taking those moments to worry about the past or to worry about the future, you're not ever really happy in that exact moment. So in order for you to do that, you need to really train yourself and practice. You really have to practice mindfulness. Your mind will start to come by it naturally the more you do it. And it's actually pretty difficult when you first start trying to be more mindful, because your mind wanders, right? You go, it's like, just like when you first start meditation, when you first start, trying to be mindful, your mind wanders and you have to refocus yourself and bring yourself back. It's just like when you first start meditating and, you start with maybe 5 minutes and then 10 and then 15 until you can really focus yourself, to focus on what it is that you want to be focused on and not thinking about the other things that aren't in that particular moment. Living in the moment is really going to help you to be more calm and more relaxed, and it's really going to increase your energy level and just your overall enthusiasm for living. I think that most people live in a constant state of worrying about the future. And if we are being mindful and present in the moment, a lot of that worry and stress is going to resolve on its own. Not only does practicing mindfulness help with stress, anxiety, and depression, it can also help with problems like addiction or pain management. It also helps you as a person to be more compassionate and also to have more compassion for yourself. We all know that whatever you practice regularly, you are going to become really good at. If you are the type of person that worries a lot, then you're going to become really good at worrying, right? So we don't want to be good at that because that's something that's going to take away from our peace and take away from our happiness. So we want to practice mindfulness, and you're going to grow in that area, and you're going to become really good at being mindful, and if you practice it on a regular basis. I feel like most people in life are searching to be more happy all the time. I feel like we're constantly looking for happiness. We're constantly looking for maybe a balance between our home life and work life. Mindfulness is really a great practice to improve your overall happiness. Earlier I mentioned how mindfulness can help with drug addiction or pain relief or like chronic pain issues. Mindfulness is not going to solve those problems. It's not going to heal all of your sicknesses and, all of that stuff. But it can change your perspective from just being here on earth and from like struggling through life to actually, having an adventurous lifestyle and thriving. And for instance, sorry guys, I'm looking down at my notes here, so bear with me. For instance, if you're in pain and you're switching your focus from, your pain to your breath, or listening to the sounds around you, just switching your awareness to something else besides your pain, putting that to the back of your mind, or even with drug addiction. And this is just moment by moment, It's not like it's going to like solve all your issues at once. This is something you do have to practice, but the more you practice putting that pain to the back of your mind, or putting that desire, to give in to this addiction, the more you put that to the back of your mind and focus on the exact moment, the better you're going to become at doing that. So you're going to be able to not focus all of your life and all of your thoughts on this pain, or to not focus, all of your intentions on this this desire to, feed that addiction. Mindfulness can really set you back, to be in kind of a childlike state where you're very curious and, kind of like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You're looking at the flowers, like seeing them for the first time, and they're so beautiful, and seeing the sky, like seeing it for the first time, and the moon, and, the river, the highways, whatever it is, it can just really give you, help you be able to experience a sense of wonder and a sense of joy in the simple things in life that are really going to bring you pleasure. Because honestly, moment to moment, our life is made up of a lot of simple moments. We do have those big moments in life, those big eventful times, but those are few and far between, really. If you think about it, our lives are made up of these very small, simple moments. And in order to be happy and to live a happy life, you have to practice enjoying those simple moments and, noticing the details and the joy in every single one of those simple moments. There is a saying that I like that says, when you drink, just drink. When you walk, just walk. Okay? I really feel like that is so powerful. Whatever it is that you're doing, just do that. You don't have to be. I feel like the world today, there's like so many heavy expectations about the things that you need to be doing and the expectations that are set for yourself. And really, just take it moment by moment. And when you're in that moment, just be in that moment. Another thing that will really help with your mindfulness is to increase your gratitude. It is very difficult to be depressed or sad or anxious or stressed out when you are in a state of gratitude. Being able to truly appreciate and realize what we have been gifted in our life is really going to bring you joy and to bring you happiness. When you really start to focus on the positives of your life, then it is really a lot easier to let go of the fear and then the anxiety. So rather than worrying about, where am I going to get this money to make my car payment, or, how am I going to be able to complete, X task, just really being thankful for, I'm so thankful for the vehicle that I have. today. Like, I have this vehicle today. I'm thankful for it. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my family. I mean, for me personally, when I start thinking about all the things that I'm grateful for, I feel really, really blessed and very, like, I feel like I have been gifted with so many amazing things in my life, that there's no way that in that moment, feeling grateful and thinking of all the things I have to be grateful for, that I could possibly, feel sadness or depression or stress or anxiety, and that's easier said than done in some moments, right? But practicing it is going to make it to where that is easier for you in every moment. You can start practicing mindfulness in moments where, it might be calm or it might be quiet. You might be alone and you have some time to really just focus on mindfulness. And then you're going to start adding other moments, right? So like bit by bit, as you practice focusing in the moment, it's going to become easier and easier to do it in every moment. All right? So I have a mindfulness practice that I would like for you to try. And this is, hopefully this will turn into like a small series of mindfulness videos. But there is one, this is just a little 5-minute exercise that I would like for everyone to try as a step 1 to trying mindfulness. All right. So you're going to take just 5 minutes. You're just going to do this for about 5 minutes, and you're going to find, no matter where you are, you could be outdoors, you could be indoors, you could be laying in bed, you could be in your kitchen, just wherever you are. And I want you to take 5 minutes and find one thing that is in your line of sight, okay? Whether it be a flower or, the headboard to your bed, or a kitchen knife, or, your couch, or maybe your coffee table. And I want you to, if it's something that is made, I want you to take about 5 minutes, and I just want you to focus in on that one object that you've picked. And I want you to think to yourself, everything that you know about that particular object, where did it come from? Where did you get it? Did someone give it to you? Did you purchase it yourself? Did a family member give it to you? Just really think about how you acquired the object. If it's in nature, that'll be a little bit different. Maybe it's a plant that you have, or maybe it's a plant in nature. And then I want you to think about, how did that object come to be? So if it's a plant, did you plant it? Did you buy the seed? Or was it a wildflower? How did it get there? Was it like a dandelion and the little white, fluffies flew around, and then that's how it got seeded into the ground? And then how did it grow, from a seed, into a plant, into a bloom, into a flower? How did it become to the state that it's in today? If it is a man-made object like a coffee table, how many people did it take to put that coffee table together, to build it? What was the process? Each specific detail, did somebody screw it together? Did somebody paint it? Did somebody stain it? How was the wood carved? And just think about one thing just for about 5 minutes in great, great detail. Okay? And that is a very good place to start for practicing mindfulness in a calm, quiet moment. So that is all I have for you on mindfulness today. If you like this video and you would like to see more like it, please give me a thumbs up, hit that post bell notification. As always, thank you so much for watching. Love and light, and happy soul searching.